Okay, so if you watched my last stream on some days ago, you will notice that my game, well, my channel is mostly about Naruto anime-based things. I was gonna get on here to play Dragon Ball Fighters, but for some reason the download isn't working. Don't know why. But so today we're just gonna get back on Storm. There's no calm. Probably just gonna give my input on what I think the fights will go down. If the fights are reasonable enough to do that. I shouldn't have did that. Alright, so obviously, I think we all know who the victor is. It's Data. I don't know. Cause if Toby goes suit, yeah, it's Toby. I've seen people just call him Toby. I don't think people know that that's Obito. He's just acting goofy for some reason. But yeah, Data is Obito will win this just based off Kamui. Kamui is a spam move. I guess Data could be able to beat Obito if he my bad guys. If he used his little attack where the micro bombs go off. If you seen the episode, Sasuke was fighting Datara. Datara had a large debuff because lightning style beats earth style. So he would place the mines on the ground. Sasuke would place the sword into the mine with the lightning style covering the sword, and the mine would just deactivate, like it couldn't go off. And then Datara used this attack where he put out micro bombs into the air, and Sasuke, of course Sasuke countered it, because, you know, why? But Sasuke said that if he, I mean, he didn't say if he didn't have plot, he would have died, but basically if he didn't have plot, he would have died. Because it's really no way he could have countered that. Because it covers a large mass, I mean, a large area of range. But then, that would risk killing Sasori, which I don't think he was going to take that risk. But Sasori beats Data. Sasori is stronger than Data. Data has stated that himself. But Obito is most definitely stronger than Data and Sasori. But I think Data does have a few trump cards that can wipe out a lot of stronger opponents than him. Like, the only character I'll say Data probably would never beat, if plot wasn't involved, is like the immortal ones, the ones that can't die. And even with plot, Naruto damn near died after his Nine Tails got took from his body. And Gar had to save him. And Data beat Gar, so I don't know if Data is stronger than Gar, because, you know, it is Gar. Because a lot of characters, you can't say they're just stronger than somebody because they beat them. Because a lot of times somebody beats somebody, it's so the plot can progress. So like Sasuke beating Naruto the first time. Now, Naruto whips out his little rage mode where he does the Tobies, and he's slowly dicking on Sasuke. Sasuke gets his Sharingan to counter his moves and see him faster out of nowhere. Now he did have a Sharingan, he just had it with one Tomoe instead of two. He got it with two in that fight and was just whooping whooping Naruto. Like, but physically he's not stronger, so really the hit should have did nothing. And Jutsu wise, he is stronger probably, because, you know, Naruto only uses one jutsu. There was one instance where he did use a wood style, but I don't know if that's, I don't even know if Naruto has canon or not. Cause the filler episodes, yeah, I guess filler episodes canon. But yeah, that's how I think that would go. Just like how they did it. They did it pretty accurate in my case. I like how Toby's still standing on the field too. Pretty cool. Tough. Let's see. And randomizing these. What the heck? Well, we already know who won this fight. If this Naruto, this is the Naruto that can go QB mode, so, and Killer B can go QB mode too. So we already know who won. I mean, Kono, she's not really, like, she had that one fight with Obito, and she got, like she almost beat him if he didn't have Izanagi, if he didn't know how to use Izanagi. But, yeah, like, Pain is not beating Naruto. Like, and some people might be like, oh, well, what if Pain uses all 6 packs of Pain? Because you know he doesn't in the game, he uses all the Pain as support character attack to make it look for it. Now, if he does that, I still think he's gonna lose, because Conan's not, like, Conan, she's capable of fighting, like, she's a pretty strong character. You know, she could C-bomb, a paper bomb. She's a pretty solid character, but I don't think she has to catch them off guard. And if there's no water on the ground, then she's not fighting. So let's say they're in this location that they're fighting right now. I don't think Conan's winning at all. Conan's not doing anything. She can't use her little. She's never. I only think the only reason she caught Obito off guard with the paper bomb, with the sea of paper bomb, is because it was a sea. You know, he couldn't see under the water. He couldn't see the paper bomb. So, and he can't sense the chakra out of a paper bomb. No chakra at all. See, he could go. See, so. Yeah, I think it's really solid that Naruto and Killer B are winning. I mean, Killer B is just a beast himself. Plus Naruto on the side. Like, B is stronger than A. That's a take right there. Neither of these characters, Conan or Pain, could beat A. Now, I am a little wrong to say that, because you have to, it's a little, like, Dragon Ball is just basically based off of hits. Like, it's how hard you hit, how fast you swing, it's all of that. Naruto is how much, like, how people use different abilities, like, Hidan, like, he has the ability to not be killed. He's immortal. And Pain, he can use Almighty Push, Almighty Pull, all of that. But, like, you can't just say, oh, just because Killer B beat A, that means he's automatically stronger than Pain. Like, because Pain could probably beat. Can he really beat A? I don't think he can beat A, actually, now that I think about it. Naruto has tried that several times and missed. I don't know why he keeps trying it. I mean, he gets close, I guess, so. Like, Conan. I don't know. I just feel like Conan is just, like, if you really look at what we got from Naruto after Pain came, he's not really that strong. Like, Itachi was Itachi Edo versus Itachi, I mean, ooh, that's Itachi versus Itachi. Itachi versus Naruto, they were both in Edo form. They were both Edo takers. But, Itachi's stronger than Naruto. And so you really look at it, and it's like, damn, Pain was not really even that strong. Like, all 6 of them got handled by, not, like, the only ones that will really be a problem is Tendo, that's the one you see on your screen right now. Mangeto, that's the, one with the longest hair, I want to say. And, what's the other one? Shira, the little machine one that shoots all rockets and stuff. Like, those are the only ones that really a problem. The Animal Path, she just totally got, like, destroyed by Naruto. She didn't even help, really. Like, he hit him with one Rasengan Barrage, and all the summons went away. That's only what she's good for, summons. And even then, if you, like, hit her hard, she's not doing anything. The other 2 I can't remember, but I know it's the Shira, Tendo. You got, Nageto. You got the Animal Path, you got the, and then you have the, it's 2 more after that. It's the one that Naruto turned into a toad when he tried to steal our Sage Mode chakra. It's that one, and it's another one. What other one? It's the one that, what is it? Look, there's another one? There's 6 of them. They're missing. Alright, well, let's just I mean, this is the 3v2 doesn't mean it's already settled. There's many ways he died in, Kakuzu Clan. Like, Kakuzu isn't immortal. Most people say that, but those hearts on his back, he's not immortal. He has 5 lives. You take one of them, he doesn't die. Like, Naruto destroyed all of them and he died. He's not dead, he's just sitting there. Like, he can't die. Like, Hidan is immortal. So, I don't think his scythe is going to be able to pierce A if he puts up a chakra barrier. Like what he did with Sasuke and he fought at the 5 Kage Summit. But, I think that A's team is most definitely winning. I mean, what's her name? Yui, she could wipe out Kazuki with her little vapor, her vapor style. But Hidan is the only problem left, and I think that A could probably beat Hidan with the help of Akuma. Or what's his name? I'll see. I'll clarify when we switch his name. But you can use the little lightning motor, which makes A go even faster and it's stronger. Another thing I always wonder, are those weights on A? Like, is that belt a weight? Like, you know how we use weights when we first got the star?
Such an opponent.
So, I like that too. That's pretty tough. How Hidan is standing there trying to protect him. And those 2 are like, oh nah, we're gonna wreck this kid. Wreck this nerd. You want cheesy? This is my cheesy. Actually, I'm gonna pick it this time. I wanna see somebody fight. That I wanna see fight. I wanna see. What's Eternal? What's my name? 5 Kage Summit. Am I mistaken, or did Sasuke go blind in the 5 Kage Summit after fighting? No, that's when he got that's right after he got the Eternal. No, he had the Eternal, right? At the 5 Kage Summit? Cause he was, yeah, this is the 5 Kage Summit Sasuke. Did he have it? I don't know. I don't think he had it. Because Yeah, cause didn't he go? Wait. They was on the bridge. They was fighting. Then he went blind. He didn't go completely blind. Like his eyes were going blind because he was spamming the hell out of No, yeah, I am right. I am right. At the 5K summit, he didn't have the Eternal, I don't think. But then, cause that's when he kept going blind and stuff. Then he got the Eternal after Obito took him and implanted Itachi's eyes into him. Another thing I never got, like, do they like when you put two Sharingan together, do they just like the other Sharingan turns into like chakra and then goes into the eye? Or do they like extract the chakra from the eye? Because I'm pretty sure you can't fit two eyeballs in one eye socket. That's crazy. Or would this be more accurate? No, this one's gonna be more accurate. Let's put a fire. Alright, now let's see the capture team trying to capture him. Selfish bomb. Let's see. Another thing, why didn't Naruto use the Rasen Shuriken when he went out of Sasuke on the bridge? After Kakashi started fighting, and then remember he held Kakashi back and he charged in. But he used a regular Rasengan. I'm pretty sure a Rasen Shuriken would have just dominated. But that's another plot thing. Let's see. Let's see. We'll put Kakashi. Yeah, I want to change Kakashi's outfit. That one, and then I'll put. I don't want to put Sakura because she didn't do anything in that fight. Let's put. Let's see. Let's say A came out there with them. What's the whole jacket look like? What's the jacket look like? Let's definitely that A. Alright, my bad for taking too long, guys. If I take it too long. Wow. And we're gonna have to fight where they fought at to show you the location if they had it in here. Where did they fight? Where's the 5K or something? I'm pretty sure it'll be close to there. Oh, a 5K summit? I'm not gonna take it. They really don't have a 5K summit in here. They don't have the 5K summit. I think that's something. Alright, let's say they met in this is right here. Because this is the destroyed version. Let's say they met. Here's the 5K summit. Because you know Orochimaru, they would probably be there, but it makes more sense to have A's there. This one also so heavy already. It's funny because no matter how many times Sasuke got, Naruto was always right there with him. He was passing him a hell of a time. Like after the first battle, Naruto kind of decreased in power. Like he hang with Sasuke, but he wasn't like strong. But after they fought again, for I think the second time, Naruto when he got to a teenager, bruh, and Sasuke got to a teenager, Naruto was just like OC surpassing Sasuke. Well, it was context this time. Like, it was clear that Naruto was way stronger. He's down. There's like a body or something. No subs for Kakashi. Ooh, he ran right through that. That was pretty cool. How can we fight till that down? No subs for... Oh yeah, okay. This game. Yeah, I think Sasuke's is gonna lose. Why is his subs not regenerating? Oh yeah, you have to get rid. You have to get this way. Alright, that's a good thing to know, because I never even knew that. You have to hit or get hit. Look how Sasuke called it Chidori. I think it's because it sounds more like villain usage. Like, I don't think a villain would say, like a villain would say, Chidori. Sasuke back in? Ooh, that was a nice ass combo. We should obviously win this if he does not. Alright. I might do one more fight. I'm gonna do one more fight. Damn, that did a lot of damage. Take out the go out the game, please. He's not doing anything for y'all. Damn, he moved all the way across the field for that hit. Is it me or do I look just like, is it only me that like seeing Sasuke like get whooped? In the game, I like seeing Sasuke get whooped. Such a smuck up character, it's like, God, like, you know, brag about, oh, I'm an Uchiha, Itachi killed my family, like, you think I want to be eating ice cream and my whole family was killed by my brother? Like, bro, you don't go up there and get your vanilla ice cream, stop playing. That's why I like Naruto. That's why I like Naruto. Because he always stayed positive, even when, you know, he started off with nothing from the beginning. Most people will be like, oh, Naruto's childhood is sadder than Sasuke's. I don't like Sasuke, but Sasuke's childhood is way sadder. When you think about it, you had family members, all of these family members you knew and loved, and they're just stripped from you, like taken from you, from your own brother. And then it's like, Naruto, yeah, his backstory was sad. You know, he didn't even have family from the beginning. But it's like, he had Aruka. Like, Aruka was basically his dad. Like, that was his father figure. It was kind of messed up when, Mizuka, I think that's what his name was. That was the dude that tried to kill him. That was kind of messed up. He wanted to kill him just because he wanted to, just because it's a student master. And also to go to scroll and learn Shadow Jutsu. It's pretty tough. That was a pretty tough episode. How he just like humbled And the thing is, the thing that makes him even more evil, he tried to convince Naruto that Azuka was like the bad guy in the situation. And it wasn't even like a thing like, oh, I'm gonna lose, I have to like try and prove for my life. It was like from the beginning, he was feeding thoughts into this little Naruto's mind, how he should team up with the bad guys so they could do whatever they want. Like, that's kind of a... Leave in the comments if you want to see 2K20 gameplay. Because I have my 90 overall. Their level score. 6'9". I love tilts. If you don't know what a tilt is, it's what Guy just did, and what Naruto, I mean, his arm turns it and flings the person back. That's a tilt. Not when he grabs and squeezes, but that what Sasuke just did, that's a tilt. You flip the left stick down and then you press O right after that. That's a grab that he just tried to do. I hate the way how it's right through the heart. Call him Rin. Kakashi stabbed Rin through the heart with his Chidori when he first learned it. If only Obito knew why he did that. He did that. He didn't do that on accident. He did that on purpose. Have you seen the episode when Shippuden when they was fighting Madara and Toby's form? Not Toby's form. When he had white and he got white. What is it called? Obito's is called Juki though. But it's basically when Madara was white. They was all fighting and Kakashi went in with Obito and was fighting Obito. It was a cool fight. You gotta watch it. And basically what he did, because he seen that with the Sharingan, he detected that Madara had placed a seal on Obito's heart because, you know, Obito was supposed to be in possession of a tailed beast, the Ten Tails. So he was gonna make Obito activate in order to do as he pleased with the Ten Tails, like under his control. So what Kakashi did, because he knew Obito wouldn't die, stabbed him in his heart with the Sharingan. But he took a blow with it too. He took a blow right to the stomach. Yes, yep, that's good.
There's a limit to being sloppy, you half-wit. Huh, sloppy.
Seems like a good way to end it. Oopsies, my bad, guys. Alright, well, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like, sub. Shout out to Brave Word. Follow his sub to his channel. He got me some of my subs. Great thanks to him. And I'll see you next time I start streaming. Alright, bye.